A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Baylor Bears. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Making the adjustment. Flag wave. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Turns into the pile. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming out.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. Turning it on. He's got the first down. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Sees a crease. Here's a little room there. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He'll return it from around the 50. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Lagway to pass. Got it in the middle with Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They'll send the back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Trying to establish the run. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Lagway wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. quick give. It's Morris. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top as we get a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun on third down, Lagway. He's got it on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Throwing, Lagway. Swings it out to his running back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Right side, it's Smith. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Got an alley. Powers through. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Might as well give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run, it's Beal. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Makes a catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get there.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Simmons on play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Simmons. They're all over him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun on third down, Simmons. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the TCU Horned Frogs.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hardy again. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Throwing Simmons. Nice way to knock that one down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He'll take the deep shot. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Gets the back moving. Flagway rushes on, and he never had a chance.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Just got rid of that one.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Hardy. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Out wide left, it's Terry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Got him on the RPO. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Right side, it's Hoffman. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Hardy. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Simmons. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Flagway on the play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Lagway. This one's complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Right at the line. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They go play action with Lagway. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
They'll move the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Lagway to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny win.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Lagway. Fires to the big fella. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
There are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. One more time, it's Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll try the right side with Hardy. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Left side, it's James. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. On his feet at the 40. He's loose down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Moves to his right. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's got enough. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Simmons to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They go right back to Hardy. Turning it on. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Here's a give to Hardy. Got a little grass. The 30. The 20. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hardy. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.